You're listening to the sounds of the Wate, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The Wate, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to The Wate, and today on The Wate, we're going to be talking about Dak Prescott and the 4-1 Cowboys, MLB playoffs, and the Cavaliers not signing J.R. Smith. But first, we're going to go into Week 5 of the NFL reviews. Let me welcome to you my co-host, my dad.
What up, what up, what up? New York City podcast universe. It's Dad in the building. How you doing, young man?
Good.
Good?
Chilling.
Chilling?
Let's
About
get it.
BEANIE. Let's get it.
First and foremost, this is not a new beef. This has been going on for like a couple weeks now.
Okay.
All right? Now, in terms of the diss tracks that he's been sending towards MEEK Mill, I feel like his bars are up there.
Okay.
Just in terms of him, going at him. Just his voice ain't there anymore.
His voice ain't there no more.
It's gone.
Gone.
People have said, and I heard one of his diss tracks.
Malcolm.
And, like I said, it's up there. It's just his voice is gone.
So his voice is kind of creepy now.
Yeah.
Well,
And
he has one lung.
he's an OG. Listen, granted, Meek's goon did knock you out, but, what else you gonna do? You an OG.
Okay, I heard a couple of the diss
Your time
tracks.
has come and gone.
I heard a couple of the diss tracks. And I didn't think, as Malcolm said, that BEANIE was bitter because he an old school dude.
Right.
And he's mad at these new dudes. I'm putting you on blast, Malcolm. You said that. So BEANIE, come see Malcolm. He said these things. I did not say these things. I know you an OG. All right?
He ain't an OG, yo.
He's still an OG.
I guess.
Okay?
I guess.
OG means original gangster, meaning your reputation is what precedes you. Meaning, I may not be putting in that work now, but on my reputation of putting in that work,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So,
But his voice messed everything up. And he's like, your age. And you're old.
what are you trying to say? I'm old.
Yeah.
Yeah, BEANIE is
You know.
up there, but I still think he's trying to school MEEK a little bit
Yeah.
and teach him some of the ropes.
Like, don't go at the elders.
Don't go at the elders, and
Yeah.
we trying to ride for our city.
Yeah.
So they say Drake is nominated for 13 American Music Awards.
Big accomplishment. For my
And
boy
which is
Drizzy.
2 more than Michael Jackson.
Yes. So he broke a record.
Now, let me say this for all you Drake fans out there. Don't ever mention Drake in the same breath as Michael Jackson. And I have to clarify this because on surface it looks like he's got 13 nominations. Michael only had 11. It looks like he was better than Michael.
But nobody even said that.
I'm saying it
You're
because
saying that.
I know the way this social media thing works. And Jay-Z had a statement where he said numbers don't lie. Numbers can lie, and I'm going to explain to you what I mean by that. Right? Perfect example. 13 nominations is more than 11, but obviously Michael's album Bad was 10 times better than anything Drake has ever put out.
Okay.
So the numbers look deceiving. If I put out a hot album every year for 10 years straight, but I only put it out on the week that I know nobody else is putting out their album, and I can put my album out and I score a #1 album for 10 years,
Right.
and I'm like, yeah, I got 10 #1 albums. That's true, but it ain't true.
Right.
So this is ways numbers can lie or be a little bit deceiving.
Right.
So I'm not taking away from Drake. Congratulations, the time, he's
So
put in his work.
So how many awards do you see him winning that night?
That night he may win 7, 8. Who knows?
Because, when you're nominated for 13, you're going to win some.
You should at least win 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But
So.
big up to him. I just wanted to put that out there so that you don't get crazy.
But that's
and
on
stuff.
you. I didn't say nothing. I
I'm
never
saying
said because Michael Jackson is the GOAT.
Okay.
You already know.
All right, now let's talk about the Nat Turner movie.
Yes.
Birth of a Nation. Took the family to go see it last night.
Yes.
We got our popcorn, we got our juice and Slurpees, and we sat in the theater. Somebody was in Dad's seat, so I had to like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to start no trouble, especially in a peaceful movie like this. So I'm gonna need you to move out my seat. And you know, homie was like, my bad, I didn't know my seat was the next seat over. So we settled that beef, you know what I'm saying, a potential beef, and we sat down and we watched Birth of a Nation, Nat Turner movie. From your perspective, because I can go in for hours.
Right.
From your perspective, what you think of the movie? First of all, do children your age even know who Nat Turner is?
No, probably not.
You know because of...
Right, because you and Mom have taught me.
Have taught you about this. So
now,
lesson number 1 for parents, teach your children their history.
Yeah, I'm not saying all teens don't, but I'm saying majority of them.
Mm-hmm.
From my perspective, I feel like, and I don't condone this, but I feel like it should have been, it would have been more violent.
Okay.
Because of his, how he killed all those, people.
The way he put in work, you felt the movie should have had some more violence.
Right.
Okay.
They told, but I do feel like I learned a lot more about him.
Okay, his total story.
Yeah, his total story. I just thought they was gonna put more violence. Now, majority of it was about his background, and then at the last maybe 30 to 35 minutes was violent, and the type of violence was like PG
violence until that one scene.
That one side when the dude, chopped off his, head.
His master's head.
Right. I feel like the director did a good job.
Okay.
I know a lot of people don't like the ending, and I understand that. Like, Mom doesn't like it. I get that. But on another aspect, if he didn't, there would have been more black people dead.
Absolutely. So he sacrificed himself
and
for the greater cause.
Right. And another thing is, I've seen about maybe 6, 7 black movies like this. Not like this, but just overall. And they all sugarcoat everything. Majority of it.
Teach
the violence, the background story,
They water it down for Hollywood.
It's Hollywood. I wasn't going to expect really nothing more than just the PG violence and most of his background. Now, I did, but, I wasn't going to be surprised if they didn't put it in there.
Right.
So,
So overall, you thought it was a good movie, something that kids need to go see?
Yeah.
A part of our history? Because they always bring out all these slave movies, which, by the way, we never go see the slave movies. Am I lying?
No.
We never go see 12 Years a Slave. We don't see none of that because I don't even want you guys even putting that in your frame of reference, so to speak. But this one I took you to see because it was a different kind of story. It's historical.
Right.
People complaining about the inaccuracies. There are inaccuracies in all movies. And how do you tell a polarizing figure's story within 2 hours?
Right.
Spike Lee had 3.5 and still couldn't tell all of Malcolm X's story. So just go to the theater and use it as a teaching point so that you may teach young people a bit of their history.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now, I'm hearing on the streets that Drake and Rihanna are Splitsville.
Yes. According to E! News.
According to E! News dropped that bomb.
They went their separate ways. They didn't.
Now, why do you think that is?
2 reasons.
Or
a couple reasons.
Okay.
The 2 big mega stars. Only the people, like the moguls, can really make that work. And they're not quite moguls yet.
Got you.
Maybe they will be later on in their career, but right now they're just mega pop stars.
Okay.
They're too dysfunctional for each other. Too emotional. And they like doing their own thing. Like, I knew that wasn't going to last.
And it's hard because when my schedule is crazy and your schedule is crazy, it's really tough to kind of keep a balanced relationship, a real relationship.
Now, if you want a real relationship, then you're probably going to have to just date a normal chick.
Absolutely. And the normal chick has got to understand your schedule is crazy. You got groupies.
Right.
It's bananas on the road.
Yeah, going on
and
tour
most women can't deal with that. And Rihanna is on some old. You was just on the hit list, so maybe she just used him to come up a little bit. To me, that song. Who was Rihanna talking about in that song? I don't even know all the lyrics. Just another on the hit list.
I mean, she's had. Okay, the main two to me would either be Chris Brown or Drake. Because she's only dated Travis Scott for like a month.
Okay.
The one that she dated the longest was probably or Leo DiCaprio.
Oh yeah, she said she's a savage. She said, I'm a savage too. Meaning I can get down like the fellas.
Because she dated Leo DiCaprio.
Ooh. Got you. Now Jay-Z is in the movie business now. He's got a couple of TV shows coming out or made-for-TV stories, and one of the stories is going to be Khalif Browder's story. That's the young man who, as a teenager, he went to jail for a minor crime, if memory serves me correct, and he got caught in the system, and he spent a couple of years, almost 3 years, in protective custody, and then when he finally got out, he was so psychologically messed up, he committed suicide.
He wasn't in protective custody.
He wasn't in protective custody. He should have been in.
He was getting jumped.
He was getting jumped on a regular basis, and he tried to kill himself in jail a couple of times. So he was psychologically messed up because the system, the way it's designed, especially for young teenagers.
They screwed with him.
They screwed with him. So Jay-Z is going to tell his story, and Jay-Z is also going to tell the Richard Pryor story.
Yes.
Which Omar Epps, Mike Epps is playing.
Yeah, Mike Epps is playing.
And I thought this movie was already in production a couple of years back. So maybe Jay-Z is going to put the money up and put his stamp on it.
Oprah's going to be in it as well.
Oprah's going to be in it as Richard Pryor's mother.
Right.
So that ought to be a great story. And so I see Jay-Z is branching out now, trying to get some of that TV.
Should be good.
Should be good. No. It should be. Got you. Let's talk basketball. What's going on there?
Talk basketball. Well, Kevin Durant had a recent interview. With,
was it E-News? No.
Yeah.
No, basketball.
Basketball Forever.
Basketball Forever.
And they basically asked him. One of the reporters from that place asked him if he had joined the Golden State Warriors if they had won the finals. And he basically said, he liked the way that they came after him after they lost. It looked like much better for him because he felt like if they had won, they wouldn't have gone after him, and it would have looked a little bit hard. It would have been extra hard for him to join the Warriors if they had won. I don't really believe that. Did he
say that with a straight face?
Yeah, and then he said, I'm glad they lost.
Now, he knew he was going to Golden State, whether they won or lost.
Because I feel like this was a 2-year plan.
You know what I mean?
I felt like they had this plan set up in 2014.
From a PR perspective, it may look a little bit better to say, you guys couldn't beat LeBron James. I am now the missing piece.
Right.
Well, why don't you just add James Harden to the team, too? How many guys are they going to gang up to beat LeBron?
Yeah.
They can't beat LeBron.
I mean, now
Silence.
No, now they can.
Now they can?
And there will be a dynasty.
Now they can. Now, for those out there in the podcast world who don't know, Eli had the Golden State Warriors last year.
Yes,
and let me tell you what he did. He started getting a little nervous, but when they got up 3-1, he decided to pull his Golden State jersey from out of the Raptors in his room, and he put it on for Game 5, and they lost.
No, hold up. You're going to make them Game 5. If Green had played that game, we all know.
If
it was a spliff, then we would all be smoking right now.
There you go.
I do not promote drugs.
I didn't want to say that, but you said it, right?
Yeah.
Now, then I gave him a break. He looked real sad.
Yeah.
I think I increased his allowance or something. I don't really know. Then Game 6 comes, and he says, well, I know they're going to win now. He puts the jersey on again.
Yeah.
I sat there and watched him. He put the jersey on again, and they lost.
I had to put on the jersey because we was in desperation.
They lost. Now, Game 7. He's nervous. But he put the jersey on again. I said, what's wrong with this kid? What is this kid going to learn?
Yeah.
And they lost. Now he got his chest poked out because Durant is here.
Yeah.
I know we're going to go down to the NBA store, get a Durant jersey. Yeah. Dude.
I might get a Klay Thompson jersey too. Yeah, I might get that whole thing.
But they can't beat LeBron.
Right, okay. Now, speaking on LeBron. According to The Herd. Collins.
Okay.
We watch this podcast.
We do.
In the last 2 finals, LeBron has averaged 32.5 points,
32.5.
12 rebounds,
12 rebounds.
9 assists.
9 assists. The kid's got these stats in his head. He's amazing.
I thought that was...
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's one assist away from a triple-double.
Yeah. So...
And you think, because y'all have Kevin Durant, who's afraid of LeBron. Watch this. If I say this, it's like saying, Mufasa in The Lion King. When Durant hear LeBron's name, LeBron, his game is done. And we picked up
Dunleavy.
Mike Dunleavy, quiet pick, and the Birdman.
And Birdman.
Them 2 picks
Yeah.
are going to be critical, but let's...